Hey, Jules Blessed Vegan, and as always, welcome to my channel. And for those of you who are new, I know you can benefit. So this is day 3, I should say video 3 in my little series on calorie density. So on Monday the 6th, I absolutely gave the calorie density chart. I encouraged a video by Chef AJ who gave visuals on calorie density beyond the chart. On day 2, I talked about non-starchy vegetables, which are, if you were thinking of like a food pyramid, they'd be at the base of the pyramid. They're only 100 calories per pound, which is totally bang for your buck. I mean, that is like an insane amount of leafy greens. Oh my goodness. But even if you're thinking of zucchini, I mean, the list was endless on how many different vegetable choices there were. And all of them are fantastic. They range about 100 per pound. And if you're somebody like me, you come from a compulsive overeating background, you want to be satiated, you count on food. I mean, I said that I could consume 10,500 calories in a day without even blinking an eye. And sadly, because so much of that food had no healthy properties and no fiber, within an hour, I would people would have thought I slipped a brain cell or that I was mental, okay? I honestly had no registry at all that I had consumed food. I would actually find myself thinking, did I eat? I'm not kidding you. If you can relate to that at all, I'd appreciate hearing from you. But honestly, that standard American diet, and over time, it's just become the world's diet because I mean, years ago, there were no fast food places. Now you can find McDonald's in every corner of the world. It's pretty tragic. But anyway, my body just didn't register that I'd eaten at all. When I'm eating properly, and I prefer absolutely the vegan diet, like that's not even an option, but raw vegan, okay, so plants and vegetables, healthy plant-based fats, I'm completely satiated. And the only time that I want more food is mental, right? It's a mental issue that I just need to talk myself through. Like today I was totally having an anxiety attack, and I do tend to pout when I'm afraid, because I'm also, as I'm trying to release my excess weight, sometimes I panic on whether I'm going to get enough food or not. So that's why I wanted to make sure that I absolutely incorporated as much calorie dense, non-starchy fruit and vegetables as possible so that I could have the quantity I want and still lose the weight and stay within my calories. So this is video number 3. Just put in Jules Blessed Vegan calorie density and the other 2 will come up. And this one is on a list of non-starchy vegetables. And as I suggested before, really almost the only starchy vegetable is the banana. It's the most dense at 25 calories per ounce. Though, to be fair, now that I've learned of persimmons and accidentally fell in love, hence the shout out to the orange, to honor the persimmon and the gray mood I feel that I can't eat them all I want. Those are far more dense at 36 calories per ounce. Let's be fair. Okay, so anyway, I've had an awareness of that. I don't want people to think that they have to be weighing and measuring, especially if you're a person who has any wiggle room with your weight. Okay, like I said, I'm still releasing weight, but ideally, as soon as you do get to that weight that you want, you should just be able to naturally choose a satiation. Yeah, satiated. I think they say satiety, but anyway, amount of food. Again, not so full as in Thanksgiving and wanting to like cry, but a comfortable, satisfied amount. You would not have to count calories. Okay, calories always matter. But if you're looking at that calorie density chart and you're staying on the upper half where the green line is saying go, 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 and that's 600 calories a pound down to 100 calories per pound, you're probably in a pretty safe range, you know, but excess is excess, let's be fair. And I certainly know that because I've been wearing it for years. Okay, and I'm done. Anyway, this is an article by SF Gate, and it's a list of non-starchy vegetables. Okay, so the list of non-starchy vegetables. Oh, are you kidding me? Hold on. is, I have one of those touch screens, and the second I touched it, it absolutely disappeared. I am not disheartened, my friends. There it is, praise God. Okay, sorry. How could it have happened again? I'm in serious need of a laugh. I'm sure you know the nightmare of our country, and I'm political, and that's what I wanted to talk about, but I kept saying, hold it together, Jules. You promised. Video number 3 on calorie density. Stay the course. I'm doing it, but I assure you, I'll be talking about that political very soon. So hold on a second. All right, good. I got it in a way it won't disappear. Okay, it did not disappear. Okay. So it reads, the next time you bite into a ripe peach, you can thank the sun and time for providing such sweet succulence. Carbohydrates are a product of photosynthesis. Hi, sun giving energy, creating natural sugars, right? And they help fuel the growth of plants that make them. Fruit generally contains significant amounts of complex carbohydrates, not the simple ones that burn in 1 second flat. When you decide that you're going to have a quick, what are those crazy drinks that everybody drinks? Like Gatorade and things like that. And something that's going to burn fuel in 1 second flat. It's that nice, lovely whole fruit. Nothing but the whole fruit, right? That has the fiber and everything and actually stays in your body. So it has complex carbs or starch, but only when it's young. Nearly all this starch changes to sugar as the fruit matures, which is why fruit becomes sweeter as it ripens. Yes. Okay, so these are, again, non-starchy. These are bang for your buck, okay? When you're thinking how much can you get, the more water in them, the less calories. Okay, melons. Melons stop ripening once they've been picked, which means that a firm, tasteless one was probably harvested too soon. Like most kinds of fruit, ripe melons contain virtually no starch. No starch. A 1 cup serving of diced cantaloupe has about 50 calories and 13 grams of digestible carbohydrates. About 96% of these carbohydrates come from simple sugars, sucrose, fructose, glucose, according to the U.S. Department of Agriculture. Berries. Berries are another fruit that must ripen fully before they're harvested, or they tend to be rather tart. According to the USDA, fructose and glucose account for roughly 90% of the calories supplied by ripe, seedless grapes. Although blueberries contain a negligible amount of starch, they still derive about 70% of their carbohydrates and calories from simple carbohydrates. Strawberries, raspberries, blackberries are all virtually starch-free. And they're phenomenal. So phenomenal. Oh my gosh. The antioxidants in them are just incredible. The healing properties, unbelievable. And it is so fun because I can have maybe 3.5 bananas, right, for 350 calories. I can have 5 cups of berries. You know what I mean? Okay. Then citrus fruit. I am such a citrus girl. California sunshine. You won't get a significant amount of starch from oranges, tangerines, grapefruits, or any other citrus variety. Although citrus fruits do develop sugar as they ripen on the tree, some types are inherently more acidic than they are sweet. Roughly 80% of the calories supplied by a tangerine comes from simple sugars, mostly in the form of sucrose. According to the USDA, tangerines have 0 degree of starch. Oh God, I'm a tangerine girl. I love them, but I could eat lemons whole, which might be why my 2 front teeth are fake. Thank you very much. I probably stripped them too much. I just love sour. I like heat, like I'm all of that, but I'm a sugar kid too, so come on. All right, stone fruit. And I think that's so cute. For the seed inside, that is so cute. So stone fruits such as apricots, nectarines, peaches, plums, and cherries also have very little starch when ripe. These fruits generally don't develop more sugar after they are harvested, but I don't know why I'm fighting my thingy bobber. Okay. As usual, it is late, people, but I'm doing well and I'm happy to be here. Okay. So, they do get softer and juicier when left at room temperature. Sugar accounts for nearly 9% of the calories provided, 90% of the calories provided by ripe peach and more than 80% of the calories you get from cherries. Both fruits are starch-free, according to the USDA. Pome fruit. I don't know if I'm saying that right. P-O-M-E. Apples and pears are the most commonly available. Is it palm like a palm frond? Or pome like a pomegranate? Anyway, forgive me. Pome fruits in the United States, and neither is a significant source of starch. Pears are picked before they're ripened, and most of their sugars develop as they sit on your kitchen counter. Apples are harvested when they're ripe, and if left unrefrigerated, they quickly become overripe and mealy. I call it sugarified, but yeah, mealy. According to the USDA, an average size apple has about 100 calories, and 80% of them come from fructose, glucose, and sucrose. I always weigh my apples because I always want bang for my buck, okay? Considerations, with the exception of bananas. This is the key thing right here. Do you love it when somebody else's video hijacks yours? Like, excuse me, no, stop. Wow. Okay. With the exception of bananas, the vast majority of commonly consumed fruits qualify as non-starchy. Although bananas still derive more than 50% of their calories from simple sugars, almost 25% of their calories come from starch. Vegetables and grains are among the most significant sources of starch. Certain vegetables, including peas and carrots, are sweetest when they're freshest. Unlike most fruits, the carbohydrates in these foods shift from sugar to starch as they age. Wow, that's super interesting, right? All right, people. That is the good news of the day when you're looking for non-starchy fruit. It's pretty much all of them. Okay, anyway, I just wanted to check something on persimmons because I feel kind of bad. I love persimmons. I have to watch myself because I have no quitting sense when it comes to persimmons, but for weighing them and understanding how many calories they have, because like I said, a tiny little one is about 120 calories and they can easily go up from there. So I just implied that they must be kind of starchy and dense like a banana because there's 36 calories an ounce and a banana only has 25. I cannot find anything that indicates that persimmons actually fall into the starchy fruit category, but, and I don't want to take away your love of persimmons. Keep loving persimmons. I'm going to keep loving persimmons. But this is so interesting. It says, what happens if I eat too many persimmons? Well, like I said, I think the most I had was 3. And I literally had to decide that I was going to forfeit major things in my day. I'm trying to think. It's like 180 calories for 5 ounces. For 5 ounces? No. Yeah. It was 180 for 5 ounces. And then I ended up having like 20 ounces, I think. Seriously. 20 times 36 was 620 times 6, 720 calories. It was one of those things where I just decided that I was going to go persimmon crazy, tons of greens, put on some chia, and just enjoy that as my major meal of the day. Okay, but anyway, so this is what it says. What happens if I eat too many persimmons? I can't believe this, and I'm so grateful to read it. This is God warning me. Jules, you don't want to binge on persimmons. Okay, if you eat too much ripe persimmon on an empty stomach, the thickening will happen so quickly and vigorously inside your stomach that it can bind the persimmon tissue into an indigestible mass, a bezoar, that cannot pass into your intestines and can cause digestive havoc and will require surgery. Did you just hear that from my skinny little friends that I said enjoy persimmons? They're only 36 calories an ounce. They'll plump you up. Let's go back. too much ripe persimmon can bind with your stomach tissue into an indigestible mass, a bazaar, that can't pass into the intestine, will cause digestive havoc and require surgery. Yeah, that's a no. That is a no. Wow. And yet it goes right on to say, this holiday means persimmons. Here's what you should do with persimmons. The skin is edible, not too tough, la la la. I'm going to be praying about persimmons. Good thing the season ended. All right, people, this has been Jules, blessed and vegan. Praise God. Completely clean today. Still have to do my rebounder. And I'm going live on my little rant from the loveliness that transpired in our capital. All right, like if you like, join us if you haven't, subscribe. Let me know in the comments below how I may support you. And until we talk again, best of all, enjoy all the non-starchy vegetables, lots of the non-starchy fruit, everything in that beautiful calorie density chart from the green line up. And until we talk again, know that you are blessed.